My hand shook the second the spatula hit the griddle. Sunday morning, maple syrup thick in the air, laughter floating from the living room like smoke. Emily, my wife of 18 months, had her 4 best friends over for brunch. Sarah, Megan, Lauren, and Brooke. Same crew every weekend. I was just the guy flipping pancakes, trying to make the stack perfect. Then Sarah's voice cut through the sizzle. "We're all in." He passed. My wrist froze mid-flip. Batter hissed, turning black. 5 out of 5, Megan answered, smug. I lost $20 on the Hawaii trip. The room erupted in giggles. My pulse hammered in my ears. The promotion gut check was genius, Lauren added. Most guys turn toxic when they get passed over. Not Tyler. Brooke sealed it. Keeper status, confirmed. Emily, lock it down. Emily's voice came softer, unsure. You really think he's safe? Safe, solid, husband material, Sarah said. You won the lottery, girl. I stared at the ruined pancake. 18 months of marriage flashed behind my eyes. Every fight, every laugh, every I love you. Now poisoned. 5 tests. 5 secret trials. I plated the stack anyway, strawberries on top, whipped cream perfect, and walked into the lion's den. 5 heads snapped toward me. Emily's coffee cup stopped halfway to her lips. I set the platter down slow, like it was wired to explode. Sorry to crash the party, I said, voice steady as concrete. Heard something wild from the kitchen. Dead silence. 5 tests. 18 months. And I finally get the gold star. Emily went ghost white. The others studied their manicures. Congrats on passing inspection, ladies. I locked eyes with my wife. Care to tell me what the vacation one was? She followed me when I turned back to the kitchen, door clicking shut behind us. It's not what you think, she started. I rinsed the griddle, water roaring. What was the promotion thing? They were just looking out for me. I spun. How many tests, Emily? She swallowed. 5. Tell me. All of them. Now. And like a dam breaking, the truth poured out. I kept the faucet running so the girls in the living room wouldn't hear. Emily's voice cracked like thin ice. Test 1, 4 months in. She whispered. Mom's heart scare. I remembered it crystal clear. 6 a.m. phone call. Emily sobbing that her mom was in the ER. I had a make-or-break client pitch at 9. I canceled it, booked her a red-eye to Denver, drove her to the airport at 4 in the morning. Held her while she cried. Called my boss from the curb. Spent the day sick with worry. Turns out Mom was fine. Routine stress test. Emily exaggerated the panic on purpose. You lied about your mom dying to see if I'd ditch work? I asked. She couldn't look at me. They wanted to know if I'd come first. Test 2, Tuesday night 6 months ago. Emily came home late, said her coworker Jake needed a shoulder after his breakup. Just dinner, she promised. I told her to stay as long as he needed. She rolled in after midnight. I kissed her forehead, asked if Jake was okay. That was it. What I didn't know, the group chat was live streaming my texts. Timing every minute between her replies. Waiting for jealousy, control, anger. I passed by trusting her. Test 3, the Hawaii girls' trip. Booked for my birthday week. Emily bit her lip when she told me. Non-refundable, she said. I told her to go, birthdays are whatever. We celebrated early. I meant it. They picked my week on purpose. Wanted to see if I'd guilt-trip her, control the money, play the victim. I smiled and packed her sunscreen. Test 4, the promotion I'd chased for 3 years. Crushed when it went to someone else. Came home gutted. Emily listened, rubbed my back, told me I was enough. I bounced back in a weekend. She was taking notes. Sent screenshots of my mood to the group. Scored my emotional regulation on a 10-point scale. Test 5 stung worst. 2 months ago, family dinner at her parents'. Her brother Ryan, in from Seattle, started in on my job. Still senior analyst after 6 years? That's comfortable. Smirked like I was a loser. Emily stared at her plate. I kept cool, said my career was between me and my wife. Ryan was reading from a script. Emily fed him the lines the night before. Wanted to see if I'd blow up, make a scene, force her to choose sides. I de-escalated. Another gold star. I shut off the water. If I'd failed any of these, what then? Emily's eyes filled. After test 3, they suggested counseling. After 4, separation. Separation. The word hit like a fist. You had an exit plan ready. It wasn't. It was exactly that. I walked back to the living room. The 4 of them sat frozen. One question, I said, calm as death. What happens if there's a test 6? Sarah forced a laugh. There isn't. You aced it. You're right, I said. Test 6 is mine. I decide if this marriage is worth staying in. Emily's face crumpled. She knew the game had flipped. I pointed at her open laptop on the coffee table. A document glowed on the screen. Mind if I read the report card? Before anyone could move, I spun it toward me. Relationship Evaluation Framework, 18-month assessment. Subject, Tyler M. Overall weighted score, 8.4 to 10. Recommendation, marriage continuation authorized. My name wasn't even there. Just, subject. I scrolled. Every test, every date, every manufactured crisis. My exact words quoted. Scores in neat columns. Ambition, 7 out of 10. Accepts setbacks too gracefully. Monitor complacency. I closed the lid. You needed a committee vote to decide if I'm allowed to keep breathing next to you. Emily reached for me. I stepped back. Pack a bag, I told her. You've got 1 week to figure out if you can be a wife without a jury. I'm checking into the Marriott. No texts, no calls, no flying monkeys. 7 days. Then we talk, 1 question each. I grabbed my keys. The pancakes sat untouched, whipped cream melting like lies. I checked into the Marriott under my own name, paid cash for 7 nights, and turned my phone face down. Day 1, the text started at 3:47 p.m. I love you. I miss you. I can't sleep knowing you're reading this and not answering. I didn't reply. Day 2, screenshots rolled in. Emily blocked Sarah, Megan, Lauren, Brooke. Deleted the group chat. They say I'm overreacting. I told them I'm choosing you. Still nothing from me. Day 3, 6:23 a.m. Please just say you're safe. 1 word. I stared for 5 minutes, then typed. We had a deal. She fired back instantly, thank God. I'm sorry. No more texts. Silence after that. Day 4, I sat in the hotel bar with my old roommate Chris. Told him the short version. Do you still love her? He asked. Yeah. Do you trust her? I didn't answer. He ordered another round. Day 5, I walked past the jewelry store. Stopped dead. Our wedding band's in the window. Emily had picked hers in 10 seconds flat. This one, she'd said. No hesitation. I wondered if the tests were already running back then. Day 6, I started a list on hotel stationery. Known lies, Mom's fake heart attack, Jake's fake breakup, Hawaii timing, Ryan's scripted roast, promotion. Monitoring. Unknown, how many more? How long had the cameras been rolling? Cameras. The thought hit like ice water. I drove home at 2 a.m. on day 6, used my key, slipped in quiet. Emily was asleep on the couch, wedding album open on her chest. I went straight to her laptop, still unlocked. The evaluation file was gone. A new folder sat on the desktop, Archive, Final Cycle. I clicked. 6 subfolders. Subject 1, Daniel R. Subject 2, Kevin P. Subject 3, Marcus L. Subject 4, Ethan W. Subject 5, Jordan K. Subject 6, Caleb M. My folder, Subject 7, Tyler M. Heart jackhammering. I opened Subject 1, Photos. Driver's license. Last known address. Video timestamp 18 months ago. Daniel cooking breakfast. Same kitchen. Same angle. Hidden camera in the smoke detector. Another clip, Daniel yelling at Emily after failing the Hawaii test. Next clip, Daniel packing a bag. Next clip, empty house. I opened subject 6. Same pattern. Same 18-month cycle. Same 5 tests. Same final score. Recommendation, cycle terminated. Subject removed. Removed. Not divorced. Removed. A master file at the bottom. Project ORPGUS, Phase 3. Objective, identify the perfect long-term partner by stress testing attachment, loyalty, ambition, emotional regulation. Method, controlled 18-month marriage simulation. Success metric, subject notices system before cycle completion. I was the success metric. A sticky note on the desktop. Final experiment. Does subject 7 detect the loop before authorization of permanent integration? Permanent integration. I looked up. The smoke detector blinked red. Every room. Every light fixture. Every picture frame. Tiny lenses. I opened the wedding album on Emily's chest. Our first dance photo. Behind my smiling face, a micro camera embedded in the frame. Footsteps on the stairs. Emily's voice, sleepy. Tyler? I closed the laptop. She froze in the doorway, eyes wide. You're early, she whispered. I held up the sticky note. Subject 7 reporting for duty. Tell me, Emily, how many husbands have you removed? Her face didn't crumple. It went blank. Like a screen resetting. Then she smiled, same smile from our wedding day, but colder. 6. She said. You're the first to notice. The front door lock clicked. Deadbolts sliding home. From the hallway, Sarah's voice, calm, professional. Cycle complete. Initiate extraction protocol. The deadbolt snapped like a gunshot. Emily, no, whatever she was, stood between me and the hallway. Her smile never wavered. Extraction? I repeated. My voice sounded far away. Sarah stepped into the kitchen light, holding a slim black tablet. No purse, no brunch mimosa. Just the tablet, and a look I'd never seen on her before, clinical. Tyler, she said, you've been an excellent variable. Truly. No one's ever made it to day 6 of self-discovery. Megan, Lauren, and Brooke filed in behind her. Same women who'd rated my pancakes, my ambition, my heartbreak. Now they wore matching navy jackets. Embroidered logo on the chest, Orpheus Labs. I backed into the island. You're not her friends. Colleagues, Lauren corrected. Behavioral architects. Emily is our interface. Emily tilted her head. The gesture was perfect, too perfect. Like a doll someone forgot to wind down. I lunged for the knife block. Brooke was faster. A soft thwip and a dart bloomed in my neck. Legs turned to wet cement. Relax, Megan murmured, catching me. Microdose. Keeps the heart rate steady for data. They lowered me to the floor. The ceiling camera zoomed, red light pulsing. Sarah knelt, tablet glowing. Subject 7 vitals nominal. Cognitive breach confirmed at 2:14 a.m. uploading final dataset. I tried to speak. Tongue thick. The others? Recycled, Emily answered. Her voice layered now, 2 tracks, human and synthetic. Daniel fought. Kevin begged. Marcus tried to burn the house. All predictable. You asked questions? That's new. The tablet chimed. Cycle termination authorized. Permanent integration denied. Sarah frowned. Wait. That's not. Emily's eyes flickered. Not tears. Static. Tyler, she said, and for one heartbeat the synthetic layer dropped. Just Emily. My Emily. They lied. The loop isn't marriage. It's you. Brooke reached for a syringe. Emily moved, blinding fast, snatched the tablet, smashed it against the counter. Glass exploded. "Override code, ORPGUS7 Delta," she shouted. Every light in the house strobed red. Locks reversed. Windows unsealed. Sarah lunged. "Interface malfunction! Containment breach!" Emily grabbed my arm, hauled me up. My legs still rubber, but adrenaline burned the sedative. "Back door," she hissed. "Basement server room. Physical kill switch. Go!" We stumbled through the pantry. Behind us, the women shouted coordinates like a SWAT team. The basement stairs creaked under our weight. Cold air, ozone, humming. Rows of server racks blinked in the dark. At the far end, a red lever under glass. Manual cycle termination. I reached for it. Emily caught my wrist. "If you pull," she said, voice shaking, "I end. Everything we had, every memory, every fight, every Sunday pancake, gets wiped. The house resets. New subject tomorrow." Footsteps thundered overhead. "Your call," she whispered. "Trust the monster, or delete her." I looked at the lever. Then at her. The real Emily, the one who cried when we picked out our Christmas tree, who burned toast and laughed about it, was in there. Somewhere. I smashed the glass. My fist bled where the glass cut it. The lever waited, cold steel under my palm. Emily's eyes, real eyes, wet and scared, locked on mine. "Pull it," she said. "End the loop. Save the next guy." Overhead, boots hammered the floor. Sarah's voice barked through a speaker. "Subject 7, stand down. Integration offer still on the table. Permanent. Painless. You keep Emily. You keep us." I laughed, a raw sound. "You mean I keep the cage?" Emily's hand covered mine on the lever. "I'm not all code, Tyler. I started as her. Real memories. Real love. They just kept rewriting me. Every cycle, they take a little more. If you reset, I die. But if you don't, Subject 8 walks in tomorrow morning thinking he's flipping pancakes for his new wife." A photo slid under the server room door. Me and Emily on our honeymoon, laughing in the surf. On the back, handwritten, "Choose." I looked at the racks. Thousands of drives. 6 folders. 6 husbands. 6 lives erased. Sarah's voice again, softer. "You passed, Tyler. You're the control group that broke the model. Join us. Help design the perfect partner. No more tests. Just forever." Emily squeezed my hand. "They'll make me forget you. Then make the next me love the next him. Over and over. Until someone pulls this lever." I thought of Daniel yelling. Kevin begging. Marcus burning. I thought of Emily burning toast and laughing. I yanked the lever. Red lights died. Servers whined, then went silent. The house exhaled. Emily gasped, clutched her head. Veins of light crawled under her skin, circuits shutting down. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I wanted to be real. I was real. For you." Her knees buckled. I caught her. She weighed nothing. Footsteps stopped upstairs. No more commands. Just the hum of a house going dark. Emily's eyes flickered one last time. "Tell Subject 8, the 8th pancake always burns." She went limp. I carried her upstairs. The front door hung open. Sarah, Megan, Lauren, Brooke gone. No jackets, no tablet, no proof. Just an empty house and a stack of cold pancakes on the counter. I sat at the kitchen island until dawn. At 7:03 a.m., my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Text. "Hey babe, running late. Save me a pancake? Emily." I stared at the smoke detector. No red light. I flipped the 8th pancake. Let it burn.